And next up, Galit, am I saying the name correctly?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you are on deck and can go ahead and introduce yourself and present.
Okay. So I was here like you in the morning. My morning in Israel.
Okay. Yeah. 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, woo, early morning.
But Jake and Julie were here as well.
Yes.
I don't know how they do it, but okay.
I don't know how they do it either. I agree.
So I asked to present here today about hackathons. Okay.
Sounds great. Love to hear about it.
Yeah. Alex, do you know something about hackathon?
Yes, my sister joined one, I think. It's some kind of thing where people can collaborate and maybe solve something. I think it's called a hackathon because hackers have to do it fast, and so you can have.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna show you and explain everything from the beginning. Okay, not this one, this one. Okay, so today I'm gonna talk to you about innovative learning through hackathons. I will tell about what are hackathons, what happens at a hackathon, and why to host a hackathon. Because I'm very thrilled about hackathons, you will see. Just a few words about me. I'm an serial entrepreneur as educational and technical one. And I've developed the Entrepreneurship for Kids program, which has been taught in dozens of Israeli schools and also abroad in the USA, China, Vietnam, South Africa, and more. And all I share with you today is from my experience, because there are different kinds of hackathons, but I have my format I will share with you, and I developed it over the years while I hosted hackathons for different kinds of participants. We may start with this. I think, and I believe that we all want students to learn in school, not just getting knowledge, but also acquiring skills. When I say skills, I mean like creativity, independent learning, team working, problem solving, researching, and many other skills. I put them all these here. And what's unique about all these skills, it's that we can demonstrate them in one event, which is a hackathon. In one hackathon, the students they feel that they are belonging to their community because they meaningful because they try to solve problems. They make research by themselves. They need to solve problems. They have to meet deadlines. They have to be flexible while communicating with their friends and creative. All these skills. That's why I'm so thrilled about the hackathon. So let me explain what the origin of this word. So a hackathon is a combination of two words. A hacker, as you said, Alex, but in the positive meaning of the word, someone who tries to solve a problem and has an inner motivation to work on it and solve it. And marathon, because it's a long event. It can take hours, days, and in a hackathon, we work in teams. Here you can see examples of hackathons that we held. This is for students. Let me show you what I like in a hackathon is you see here, they all in a big hall work in teams, and there is a vibe in such an event that we all first we compete because at the end there will be winners and we all want to win. and we do it to solve a problem. Hackathons can be not just for students, they can be also for adults, like here for the school staff. And we, like you see, we're just not working on solving problems, but we also have fun with the workshops. And the hackathons, especially during the COVID, where can be also online. And when they need to work in teams, so they went into the rooms and worked there as teams. And if we can do online hackathons, we can also hold international hackathons. And that's exactly what we did over COVID, different international hackathons. And it was amazing because it's not just about all these skills that I mentioned, it's also about learning about other culture, for the Israelis shaping their English language. So it's very, brings something that you don't have in everyday life. So every hackathon has a challenge or challenges. And the challenge or challenges are something that we take from a topic. So each hackathon has a topic. I show you examples. Like this is a hackathon that we did for students in Canada and also in Israel. And what they had to do is to solve climate change with innovative ideas. And this is another hackathon where the topic was how to improve the elderly quality of life by innovative ideas. You know, in China, they have a big issue with the elderly people. And we also in Israel have this issue, but not at the same dramatic problem. And also another hackathon, how to cultivate social emotional learning in students, which is something I believe in all countries now is something that we want to achieve. If you don't have a topic for your hackathon, you can go to the United Union website, watch the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and just take from there one of the topics. You can drill down and find something that you want to deal with. And it's amazing because these are a worldwide problem, not just in your country. So how does it work? So the students work in teams and they know the topic, they know the problem, and now they need to solve the problem. What we do is that we prepare in advance a guideline that guide them the steps during the hackathon that they need to go through and solve the problem. I show you how we do it because one of my ventures called Vickathon, which is an online platform for developing for hackathons, experiential hackathons. So you can see here, this is the Israel-Canada hackathon. We put here the time, so we will know what time is it in each country. And we also put here a timer. So they feel that there is no time. You have to be into it. You have to work on it. And even if the hackathon can take a few days, but the timer always working, and you have to make sure that you are progressing. Show you here a few of the stages. Just a minute. So there is the stage of the ideation, in which they come up with ideas. And after they come up with some ideas, they choose the best idea. And the best idea is according to criteria that we present to them. And then there are many sections, like in developing a venture, what problems are we solving, and describing the venture in detail. We also put here some tutorial clips. Who is your target audience, and so on. I'll be back to the presentation. So what's unique about hackathon is that the students are working on their ideas and developing them, but we have also mentors. The mentors can go around between the teams, or they can be for each team mentor, and they guide them from their experience. So a mentor should be experienced people. They don't have to be professional ones, but experienced. And I believe because of their age, they are experienced more than the students. Okay, I told you about the ideation stage, and then, for example, criteria that we present to them. For example, first they need to fill in all the sections, and they are scored for each of it. The idea should be innovative, creative. We are looking for impact. We want them to come up with ideas with a broad impact, and something which is practical, applicable, so we can implement. And they also are being scored for the way they pitch their ideas, because at the end, they stand in front of everyone and pitch their idea. They can just stand in front of everyone and explain their idea, but it's preferred that they will do it as most of the presenters here do it with a presentation. Because when you do it with a presentation, it's not just about hearing, it's also about watching, and it makes it more interesting. And here is an example of not just a presentation, but also a model. We encourage the students to prepare models to demonstrate their idea. You can see here, we prefer it to be from recycled materials. Sometimes it's in a high level. It can be programs, demos, and website, mini websites, or things like that. This, not just models like this. It's according to the student's age and abilities. And after they prepared everything, now we expect them to stand in front of everyone and pitch their idea. We call it elevator pitch. Usually it's 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, depends of how many teams we have. And they pitch their idea alongside with the models or presentation, whatever they have. So you can see here examples. To build this, actually, we divide the hackathon in 2 days. So in the first day, they develop the idea. At the end of the day, they write what they need to make a model, and they bring everything for the day tomorrow, and they prepare the models. And here you can see they stand here with their presentation and the model, the same. And here they pitch their idea to everyone, and the model is beside them. And here is again, they pitch their idea as a team. They always pitch it as a team. And if we have many students like this and too many teams, so it will be very difficult to hear team by team, many teams. So we gather them together and they stand behind the tables and present their presentations and models to judges who go between them and score their ideas. I will show you. Opa, just a minute. And we make sure that each team, 3 judges will judge 3 teams, each team. So it will be objective. Okay, I'll stop this. Here is an example of how we score the ideas. I'll show you. We have it also, we do it online. So like this, the judges enter, they give a score from 1 to 5, and they also give feedback. And that's how they do it for all teams. And once they all finished, all teams have finished presenting their ideas, we have all the scores here, and we just need to click on it, and we know who the winners are. And we can do it immediately. And that's also wow effect of a hackathon. It can be on papers, it's okay, but it just need to know that it takes time to summarize all the scoring. After we scored all the teams, now we can announce who the winners are. And I like also to make an audience favorite, and each participant vote for him, for his team, and for 2 others. And this makes them be more engaged and be interested in what others did, not just in themselves. That's why I believe it's a good idea to do it. I show you examples of outcomes of hackathons, like this one. This is a grove that the students planted, and on each tree they put a QR code with the story of people, of lost people, and they went to interview the people who lost their loved ones and upload it to the internet. And when you scan the QR code, you can read about those people. And this is something very amazing in this community, that it is an outcome of a hackathon. And here you can see the students develop. This was a technological hackathon for students, and we it was an outsourcing that helped them implement and realize their ideas. So the ideas were the students, but they don't know how to program it. So we did outsourcing and we implemented the idea. This is a virtual reality learning. And this is something very simple. An organizer that we put in the class, and instead of looking for something that you don't find, maybe pencil, glue, or paper, you have everything in one place. And they did this for all classes in the school, from recycled materials. What I like about hackathons is that the participants feel that they don't have time. They need to walk and go from stage to stage. So we start from with greetings, introducing the hackathon challenge, explaining what is a hackathon, and a short lecture about the hackathon topic, because this has to be someone professional on the hackathon topic. Then they do the ideation stage. They come up with ideas, and we present them the criteria so they can choose one best idea, and then they screen them and move forward with their best idea. From time to time, we take breaks. This can be breaks for mingling, for pizza. When we have, it's for adults, it's also for beers. You can say there are no hackathons without pizza and beers. This is part of a hackathon. And then they continue developing their ideas over this prepared outline. We, in each hackathon, even though they know how, sometimes they can find something new. We give a short lecture of how to pitch your idea in front of everyone. They prepare their presentations and pitches and models. Also, from time to time, we take a break for workshops like this one about skills of entrepreneurs. And we start with the elevator pitch. So they all, I like to do it not in the, not in the order of the team numbers, but with a fortune wheel, so they don't know who will be the next one, and it's something that also adds to the experience. After the pitching, we take a break, and then we summarize the hackathon experience before we announce who the winners are. We ask them, representatives, to summarize the hackathon experience, and then we announce the winners. I like to do it with a clip of the Oscar style, and it's also something that makes it very fun and engaging. And that's it. That's how we, at that stage, we end the hackathon. So I just go over it quickly and show you why I think hosting a hackathon is something really, really great. It enables students to be proactive and aware of needs, and not just think of themselves, but on other problems. It makes teammates feel it's encouraging teamwork, work together, and because it's a competitive event. They experience an engaging event. They like it very much, and always when we finish a hackathon, students ask, when will be the next one? It encourages them to problem solving via innovation ideas. They have to demonstrate independent learning because they need to research who are the target audience, what other alternatives are there to their idea, what is different about their idea over the others, and many other things that they need to research by themselves and look for. It develops and empower them by the lectures, the workshops. They need to meet deadlines, which is not so easy for them, but almost every hackathon, there are those who didn't manage to do it, and they ask for just 1 minute, just 5 minutes, but they understand they need to do it, and they all do it at the end. It's a chance to experience public speaking for everyone. You can be part of a team, and you just need to stand in front of everyone. You may not talk, but you are part of a team, and it makes it easier. And it's an opportunity for them to make a change, because if the schools will really implement at least one of their ideas, that they manage to put their mark and make a change. That's it. So now it's your turn.
Thank you, Galit. That was super interesting. I learned so much about hackathons. I would love to talk to you offline sometime. My name is Kelly Bigger, and I'm with the Young Entrepreneur Institute in Cleveland, Ohio. So maybe we can connect sometime and have a chat. But I was going to, yes, I would love it. Turn it over to Celeste and Alex to see if they have some questions.
No, I'm going, sorry, Alex, just a quick one. I'm going to copy Kelly, Galit, and of course I'll be in touch with you. It was a wonderful presentation, and it was just so well described, because you play with these words, the Vickathon, the hackathon. We had a hackathon last week, and we are going to have a hackathon, and you think, what is this hackathon? And so it was beautifully described and very well summarized, and I can just see the actual joy is somebody joining one and then coming out the other end a completely and totally different person. So regardless of what happens in the hackathon, the personal development alone is a prize. So lovely. Thank you very much.
Hey, you're welcome.
Thank you, Alex.
Alex?
Can students join for free in the hackathon?
Okay, so it depends. There are hackathons like we are going to have next week in Israel that is for girls, actually. Yes, that they can. And if it's in the school, so students, of course, can participate for free. But there are hackathons that other companies that we do for our companies, and they charge for it. But most of the time, it's free.
it could be an excellent fundraising project, for instance.
Yeah.
You know, you could actually have the individual steps sponsored by different companies in search of a solution along the theme of that particular hackathon. So it
Yeah.
could be an interesting exercise that can be developed all sorts of ways.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Galit.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Absolutely. Alex, could you see yourself doing a hackathon someday?
Maybe.
Maybe
You can. Start from being a participant, then a mentor, and then lead a hackathon.
That's great. Well, thank you so much. Galit, we
You're
will be in touch, both Celeste and myself. And
Bye-bye.
we appreciate you joining us today and teaching us about hackathons.
You're welcome.
Very interesting.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.